Hi there, I would like to share a small project I started in Kensington Market here in Toronto. For those of you unfamiliar with the city, Kensington Market is a small area, basically a few streets of mom and pop shops that sell anything from cheese, bread, meat, and weed. There are also a lot of Latin American, Jamaican, and other establishments there. You know, the usual stuff you find in those types of areas. What is interesting for me is the amount of photographers that come through that area, though. So, because the market has a fair bit of character, I oftentimes see tourists, camera clubs, or solo photographers trying to capture something fun. But for me, what has been interesting are the actual people with the cameras. So some of the photos I have been taking are basically stuff like this, or this. And what I have noticed is that some photographers seem to dress for the camera they own, which is cute. Like, have a look at this. This guy had a Fuji camera in some sort of leather case and was well dressed. Or this girl, and this has to be a coincidence. She had a yellow jacket to go along with the yellow Nikon camera strap. Then there are people who bring some interesting gear along, like this guy and his Ricoh GX, or this guy with a Rollei 35. I haven't seen one of those in a while, or at least not in person. I also ran into this guy who had two fairly scratched up Olympus bodies and seems to be a regular in that whole area. He shows up on a bicycle with a large dog, and the dog is trained to run beside him on a leash. He told me that this is basically his mobile studio. Maybe not the safest way to travel in the city, but still cool that he is doing this at all. And then this guy was in the middle of a little photo shoot. He had a Godox light set up and was, taking a picture of some girl and potato chips next to her. So I'm not sure what that was about. And then there was this couple. They were shooting film. Which is something I see a lot lately. I guess it's a trend that started, a number of years ago, but now it's in full swing. And in my case, I decided to just use one camera and one lens, a 55 millimeter on a Hasselblad X2D. Anyway, when I get over 50 images, I will start posting them on Instagram and my website. And when I have a lot more, I will see what emerges and which direction this thing will go in. And maybe there's going to be some sort of venue I can put up the prints at. I actually like printing all of my images, and there is definitely something final about committing an image to paper. I enjoy flipping through photo books and prints a lot more. So viewing stuff on a screen is not as enjoyable to me for some reason. I already have a bunch of images that I started to print. It's like a group here. Anyway, I have a bunch. I have over 40 already. But once I have a lot, I'll start posting and make another video. And that's it for now. Bye.